What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2! Oh yeah! Now, people have been asking me for quite a while for some information regarding individual characters and kind of a guide on each character, so people know what to look for along the way and how to build their character out to what they want it to be. Now, we're going to start off with the Wall Squire. The reason being is, particularly if you're doing any soloing at all, without walls, nothing else matters. You have to have some decent walls. Now, my Wall Squire is not the best one out there, but I have put some work into him. Not even fully upgraded, but still, doing good enough. My walls currently have start off at 344,000 health, which is not too shabby. And as you'll see here, I'm not even fully upgraded. Not on any items. Well, that shield I probably will never upgrade. That's why it's not upgraded. But I'm not fully upgraded on a single item. And still managed to milk out 344,000 for my blockades. Now here's why. And really, to start Nightmare 4 maps, you want to be over 200,000. It used to be you could start it off with about 185,000 and get away with it. Now you want to start off over 200,000 if you can. That's going to help things along. Now, to start things off, before we talk about stats at all, I want to go through the items you're looking for in the passives. And there's really two particular passives that you want to find. The first off, of course, is Hardy Blockade. The maximum you can get for Hardy is 25% of your defense health is added to the Spike Blockade's defense health. This is what really boosts up the health of your walls and makes the Squire what it is. Now, this passive was recently changed, as it used to be based off of player health. And that, of course, created a whole lot of tanks, as you jacked up your hero health as high as you could, and that increased your wall health. And that worked at the time, but it made it so that the Squire really couldn't do anything else. It was a Wall Squire / mildly effective tank. And that was all it did. Now, Trendy changed that Hardy Blockade, so it was a larger percent, and it was just based off of your defense health. And that adds a whole world that you can bring to the Squire. Now, Hardy Blockade, of course, is the very first passive you need. You want to get this on every item. You can't get it on a weapon, but you can get it on every armor piece, your shield, and your totem, amulet, whatever you use. Now, the maximum you can get is 25%. As you see, I don't have 25% on everything. Those boots are 24. My chest is only 23. The head and the shield are in good shape, though. The second passive that you really want to focus on is Automation. 25% chance on hit, Spike Blockade repairs, in this case 13% of damage dealt. You can get this on multiple pieces, although I do not have it on anything else, I don't believe. No, I don't have it on anything else, but you can get it on multiple pieces, and it definitely helps out, so the more the merrier with Automation. Now let's hop on over to our skill spheres. Now you see, in this particular case, since another stat got opened up for us with the change to the Hardy passive, I have kind of went heavy on defense power. So I try to get defense power, defense health on every single piece to really boost up that defense power to add some secondary bonuses to my Squire other than just walls. Now, what I went through with here was a bit of a ballista build, as I can easily just swap weapons and go right to that ballista. Now, when I'm just going walls, I usually change this over to speed, just to get around the map quickly, get those walls laid down. And for that large skill sphere, I usually change over to the Vengeance Sphere, where 50% of damage dealt, or 50% of damage taken, is returned in its next attack. Now, another benefit of the Vengeance Spheres is if you get back over to Automation, 13% of damage dealt, it increases our damage dealt, which also increases the heal with Automation, which isn't huge, but does help out quite a bit. So what I went with for my hero is I went as high as I could on defense health, with that being my top priority, and that being where all my upgrades went. And then I threw my secondary stat would be defense power. Now I didn't put all my points into defense power because I did want to make sure that I had defense speed maxed and defense range maxed, as those two are huge, and defense speed in particular, there's not very many ways for you to get that. So I've got kind of as far as really a generic builder slash waller, where the waller is my primary objective, with building either ballistas or cannons. As you see, I've got lots of cannon passives too as a secondary. So what I would suggest for stats is max out. Let's just go ahead and reset them, and we'll do it right now. See, you want to max out your defense health as high as you can get it. Then I'm going to go ahead and max my defense speed as high as I can get it. Defense range as high as I can get it. That only leaves me 30 points left, and of course, since defense power is my secondary stat that I'm shooting for, I'm going to go ahead and max this out. So in short, Hardy Blockade is really what you need on every single piece. You can't leave one piece out. And then automation as a nice secondary passive. Besides that, you can do whatever you want with your Squire. You know, you can get try to find some mixed pieces that have player health or player damage and defense health, and go with kind of a DPS Squire if you got a mean healing monk that likes to roll around with you. In my case, I'm going all really walls and ballistas with those various ballista passives as well. So that's a quick look at the Squire and the Wall Building Squire. Actually, the Wall Building Squire only. That's a quick look at how to get to, well, that's over 300,000. You can get over 300,000 pretty easily now with the new Hardy passive. As you see, I've got my not fully upgraded Squire up to 344,000. So thanks for watching. Hope this helped out. There will be many more hero reviews. Post in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll do my best to get to it. We're going to have the Traptress. We're going to have a DPS Huntress. We're going to have a Frosty Mage. I'm going to try to go over as many hero spotlights as I can to help everyone out to get their team and their deck fully complete. So thanks again. We'll see you.